Hey guys, Diamond here, and welcome to week 7 of my series Road to My Master's Degree. So right away, I'm just going to show you guys the checklist. Low key, I finished just about everything for this week, class wise, but I finished the research homework. I finished the book review last night, and then I finished reading the rest of the Blaxploitation book. So, done with the purple class. And then the green class, I read both chapters, the intro and chapter 2. I read both of I think there were poems. So the two poems, I read those. And then I watched the video. And then I'm about to do the thesis statement for our midterm right now. But I went ahead and checked that off because I'll be done with it after I do this intro. And then I did the blog and reply this morning. So, homework wise, I'm pretty much done for the week, which hasn't happened in a while. And then pink class, we're not having a normal class session, so we didn't have any homework this week. But I do need to fix one of my keywords my glossary assignment because I sent it to my professor so she could like review it, and she was just saying like just the first one I had, I should change. So I'm just gonna do that. Not today. I'll do that like tomorrow. But yeah, so no homework for the pink class, and then for work, I don't have to do the presentation anymore because my coworker texted me. He said he got it because I did the presentation for the last event we had. So he was like, "I got it. You're good." So yeah, I crossed that off the list, and then for the org I'm a part of, so just doing outreach. I am doing a class visit tomorrow, and then I think that's it for this week. I'm also not going to our meeting tomorrow because I have another meeting during that time. Um, but yes, and then I took portfolio off. But yeah, I already turned in the rationale of study last week, so I'm glad I got one thing out of the way. But yes, yeah, so yeah, interesting. I'm pretty much done with assignments for this week, and it's only the first day of the week, which is crazy. Um, but yeah, I'm still gonna be very busy working on other stuff. So come follow me along to see how week 7 goes. Oh, we're almost halfway through with the semester, and that's crazy to me. I was telling my family yesterday, I was like, I feel like I just like moved back. What do you mean we're almost halfway done? Um, but yes, I think that's all of my updates for right now. But come follow me along for week 7 and let's see how it goes. Hey y'all. I'm not really sure where I left off on the vlog for this week. It didn't even halfway through the week, and it's just been a long week. But um, yesterday was a great day. Um, I what did I do? I went to work. My coworker and I hosted an event. It was like a grad school prep program. So basically, we were just talking to undergrads about the application process for grad school, and the turnout was really good. Everybody had good questions. One girl asked for my number if she can like ask me further questions, and I was like, yeah, of course. But that was really nice, and I just love helping people with something like I've already gone through. So it's just a nice feeling. But yeah, that went well. And then literally, okay, so during that, we were talking to people about like funding and scholarships and everything like that. And then as soon as the event was over and I was about to leave work and go to class, I won a scholarship, which is crazy. Um, but yeah, I like almost started screaming at work, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And then yeah, I called my family and told them like immediately. But yeah, so that's awesome. But yes, had a great day because of that. And then yesterday I also met with a professor I had last semester. She's one of my favorite professors. And I was just talking to her about my portfolio topic, and she was helping me so much with like narrowing it down. She gave me a deadline, so at the end of the week I have to send her my finalized idea and just like what objects I'm going to be focusing on in my paper, which is good. And I've been researching that a little bit more today. um, I also emailed one of my professors from undergrad because she specializes in uh, kind of the topic, kind of like parts of the topic I want to talk about in my portfolio. So I'm just going to see if she has any um, recommendations as well. She's kind of hard to get in contact with, so hopefully she sees my email. If not, no worries. Um, but yeah, so it's been a great week, honestly. I'm super tired right now. However, still got stuff to do. I was at work today meeting with one of my mentees, and I finished, after our meeting, I finished a worksheet for a mentee I'm meeting with tomorrow. So glad about that. And then I do want to show you guys the checklist for week 7. Finished everything for the purple class, finished everything for the green class. I know it looked like that at the beginning of the vlog. Pink class, no homework. I am going to fix I still haven't fixed one of the keywords on my glossary. I'm going to do that right now because that's due tomorrow, 2 days. It's due tomorrow, I think. I don't remember what date it is, but it's due tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. So I'm just going to do that and then go ahead and turn it in because she already reviewed it and she said it looked great, so yay. What else? I think for work, did the event. I didn't have to do the presentations because my coworker had already did it, so I was like, cool. I just added my picture on there. That's it. Met with my boss. Also, our meeting was so funny because one of my bosses is like 4 years older than me, but then my coworker who I work closest with, he's like 2 years younger than me. And it was so funny because we were just talking about like Disney Channel movies and shows, like older ones. And the way I knew some shows and movies that both of them were talking about, but like they didn't know what they were talking about, it was the funniest thing ever. Like Kim Possible came up, and one of my coworkers, he was like, "No, I never watched that show." He was like, "I watched old Disney shows, but not like animated ones." And so me and my boss were like singing the theme song, and then we just started talking about like Ant Farm and Up Up and Away and everything like that. It was just funny, and I loved my job so much. But yeah, so work meeting went fantastic. What else? Mentee meetings. I had 2 mentees canceled today, which weren't a problem. And then I have 2 mentee meetings tomorrow, and then yeah, I had 1 today. So yeah, getting that done. I brought up the idea of having like a painting day with all of my mentees to one of my mentees, and he loved the idea, and he was just like, I would be so down to paint. So I'm like, okay, we might work on that. And I was like, if all else fails, because I have 5 mentees and we all have different schedules, I was like, me, you can paint during one of our meetings and see how that goes. Yeah, I just love doing fun stuff with my mentees. But yes, I think that's it for work. I can't think of anything else specifically I had to do besides the event, but we already did that. And then the org I'm a part of, I didn't go to the meeting this week, but they filled me in on just like them talking about funding and logo and everything like that. So no new updates about the logo, but an email was sent asking if we can keep the same one. Yes, I think that's all. If I missed anything, you can see it right here on the list. My brain is everywhere right now. And then for portfolio, I did that. I did add that back on here just because my professor gave me a deadline, which is very helpful because I'm too indecisive. And I was like, oh, good. Now I have to like really think about it and like settle on one topic. So yay. But yes, that's it for week 7. Yeah, just gonna be doing work and more running around campus throughout the week. So come follow me along for that. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. Sorry for talking quietly, it's just super early. But before I go, let me show you guys the checklist for week 7. I'm gonna be honest, I've been running around so much this week I don't really remember what I put on the checklist. But right here you can see if everything's done or not. Yeah, I'm sorry, my brain's been everywhere this week, so I have no idea what I put on here. I know I did finish my assignments early though. I'm pretty sure for the purple class I finished everything. The green class, I think I finished everything. Pink class didn't have homework because we didn't go to class. My job, I didn't meet with my mentees as much this week, only because they would cancel last minute for like something they had to do after class, or they didn't feel well. So I'm like, okay, no biggie. And then was that this week? My coworker and I did the event. Yeah, this week my coworker and I did an event. We did a grad school prep program event, and so we just talked to undergrads about like grad school and everything like that and applying. Everybody said it was very helpful. One girl, yeah, she asked for my phone number to ask more questions. But yeah, I loved it. And then also at work today, not today, yesterday, in one of the class sessions, me and my coworkers did like a presentation, and I just love when people ask me questions about like needing advice on school, or like hearing or wanting to hear about my experience, because I'm just like, okay, cool, I know this obviously. But yeah, I just love when people are interested in stuff I can like genuinely help them with. I just love helping people. Yeah, and then for my org, I didn't go to the meeting this week, but everybody just told me they talked about funding, which is great. I'm also not going to the one next week because for my job we're having a mixer that I'm hosting, so I'm pretty sure we'll just be focusing on funding still. And then we already finished, I'm pretty sure, the outreaches and everything, or at least emailing the people and then just waiting to hear back, so that's great. What else? And then yes, for my portfolio, because I know I added it back on here, I emailed my professor last night, telling her like, okay, here's my final decision on what I'm going to write my portfolio on, and here's some media pieces I found but I haven't like read or watched yet. So yeah, just waiting to hear back from her. I feel like I already know what she's gonna say, like, oh, you still need to like narrow it down, which I'm like, I know, but at least I made up my mind on what I'm gonna focus on. I'm not gonna specify what I want to write on, but basically I'm trying to combine Black girlhood studies with Gothic studies and figure something out there. But yeah, I think that's everything on the checklist. If not, you guys can see it right here. But yes, so thank you guys so much for watching this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I am about to volunteer on, I'm about to volunteer at a conference that's happening on campus soon. So I'm about to head out for that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next week. Yeah, bye.